Alright, this is likely to be the last video of the night. Yeah. Given to us by Alpha No. Just outside of Alagiri, which is our new kind of base of operations, or one of our bases of operations. As a side note, because I've been doing some math in my head, right? I work as a Moe's Southwest Grill, so like kind of like a Tex-Mex kind of whatever, American Mexican food, whatever. As a caterer, a catering delivery driver, a catering. I set up the order, etc. I prepare the entire order, then bring it to the location, then set it all up with tongs and spoons and whatever, and heating elements and whatever. My coworker tomorrow, one of the people that trained me, if he only takes one order, and this one order is an 11 a.m. order, so the delivery window is from 11 to 11:15. Let's say that he somehow works it out that he shows up at 10:30. Just make sure everything's packed as it should be, puts it in the van, takes that one order and goes. That one order is for 130 people. It's a big order, not the biggest I've seen so far, because I've seen 300. I think they've seen more, but well, technically I've seen 330. It was split between 300 and then a 30, kind of same building, different floors, so they wanted it packed separately as well. The way the pay structure is we make $15 an hour base. Everybody who works at Moe's who's not on salary, so I guess not the manager or the assistant manager or managers. I don't know if there's more than one assistant manager. I don't know how it's worked. Everybody else makes $15 an hour, plus they get on every delivery there is a delivery fee. The person doing that delivery gets half of that fee automatically. Another small percent, maybe like 1%, goes to the people that take the orders and prepare and get the documents ready. How many people are being fed at this taco bar? How many people are being fed at this fajita bar? Do you want any add-ons, any drinks, etc.? So those people get a percentage as well. So the more orders they put into the system, the more money they make. Let's say 50% goes directly to the person doing the delivery, even if they didn't set everything up, like prepare all the cold items like cheese and guacamole and salsa, whatever. Even if they didn't do all that, they still get 50% of the actual, if they are the one doing the delivery. But let's say everybody else who's not on salary, even the delivery drivers themselves, they make their $15 an hour base wage. They get, I'm not sure the specifics of how it's all set up, but let's say 50% of that delivery fee and also 50% of the tip added on, which are two separate things, go directly to the driver doing the delivery. The other, there's a 1% that goes towards or 1.5, whatever it is, that goes toward the people taking the orders. And the other 49 or 48%, whatever, is spread amongst all of the non-salary, so the hourly employees at Moe's, right? So, on average, even delivery drivers and all other workers at Moe's that are non-salary, that are hourly, are making about $19 an hour is kind of apparently what it averages out to. So, this guy, if he takes one order, and even if it takes him freaking forever to set it up, so like he comes in at 10:30, makes sure that everything's set up, puts it in his van, whatever, gets it and takes it, let's say he clocks out at 12, which is a long freaking time to set up even a delivery that large. But say he gets back to the store. Maybe he does, enters his time, enters his delivery, whatever, into the Excel sheet that we use. Let's say he clocks out at 12, so that's an hour and a half worked. He's making, in this case, in this week, because of that gigantic delivery, let's make things easy. He's making $20 per hour base. as do all the hourly employees, as probably do I that week, right? This week. Okay? $20 per hour base, an hour and 30 minutes work, so not 1.5 hours. The delivery fee is $230. The tip is also $230. Divide both those by half. You don't have to. He's making an extra, flat out, $230 on one delivery. Right? So let's say he's making $230 for that one delivery, $20 an hour for 1.5 hours, which is $30. So $260 total for 1.5 hours. Now, I'm going to ballpark some things here. 270 divided by 3 is 90. I'm just going to say 85. So 260 divided by 3 is roughly 85. I don't care about specifics. I'm probably low, actually. 85 times 2 is how much per hour he's making that day. If he just does the one delivery, I think he's going to do like 3 and I'm going to do 1. So $170 an hour is what he's making that day, tomorrow. If he just does the one delivery. $170 an hour. And I think that's a little low by like maybe it's 174 or whatever. Doesn't matter. My best paying job before this was a dispatcher for a heavy materials handling company, like forklifts and stuff. I was dispatching technicians to fix forklifts and other heavy machinery like cranes and shit. I was making $23 an hour. I was working 8-hour days. $23 an hour times 8 is 160 plus 24, so $184 an hour. Sorry, $184 a day. Minus taxes and whatever. And again, this Mo's is also minus taxes and Social Security. So let's say I made $184 in an entire day. And tomorrow, this guy is making $170 in 1 fucking hour. This is crazy. Anyway, sorry for that tangent. I wanted to get it all out there because I am just flabbergasted. 8 minutes into this freaking video, I'm actually going to finally start the quest. So this is called For the Living and the Dead. Probably the last video I'm making tonight. The rant that I just went on might give you a partial reason as to why, but yeah, there's more reasons. I'm just tired. I'm getting there. I'm trying to. I want to show up at like 7 a.m. tomorrow to get, my $20 an hour for as many hours as possible. I might do 2 deliveries. I might just do 1. It depends on how this veteran guy wants to meet them out. Anyway, Alphino, what was it? Alagiri. Here we go. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula Imperators. It is time we spoke with General Aldine. Yeah, I can't do my already not fantastic job of, why can I never remember that word off the top of my head? Accents, there we go. You have a British accent, that's what I was saying. So we're at the war table. Robon, Pippin, a couple officers. War table. Cutscene. Damn it, I was hoping they'd talk. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul. Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. If I'm over-enunciating, it's because I'm trying to actually enunciate. Minago is wiping her eyes, as she should be, I would assume. We have suffered a grievous defeat. We cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. Everyone nods. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must at first address the question of how to deal with Castor Mabania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reached the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces and they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? Says Pippin. You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction. Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage. God damn it! Or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. Says Pippin. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Says Lise. I'm sorry, that was horrible. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon, says Minago. I know how you feel, Minago, I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalymo and I arrived at Rhalgr's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions, but even then, I knew deep down that it was an excuse, that I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure that if it was for me or for Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. The young boy guy? That guy? And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago, I'll come back, I promise. Nago looked excited for a second, and now she's like, hell yeah. He smiles back, nods back. While I acknowledge Commander Hex right to carry out this mission, I see no HEXT''S. Is that Lisa's last name? Hext? Lise Hext? That sucks. Whatever. I see no reason why she should be so alone. Mercy, would you go with her? Would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. I suppose someone's got to keep her out of harm's way. I'm gonna top one. Would have done it without asking, bro. Ain't no need for asking, bro. The best women all reside in Africa. I like that song a lot. Sorry. Then it is settled. We will await your return. I can't talk words good right now. Right. That's definitely the last fucking video. It shouldn't even have been made in the first place. I'm sorry. Here's Lise. Sorry to drag you into this, Mercy. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. So we have Gunbreaker weapon or Dancer weapon. Or Piety material. I'll take the Piety. Thank you very much. And fucking thank God this video's over. I'll see you next time. I'm so sorry. As usual. Ta-ta for now.